I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin USDT on Kucoin. We saw obviously a major drawdown to this level at about 15,700. Right? Then you had this epic bounce. Now potentially Bitcoin's printing a descending triangle, which more often than not, 64% chance that this breaks to the downside. We're going to zoom in lower term time frame, like a 2-hour chart in just a second. And we're going to see some ideas for some short-term Bitcoin downside as a possible. And then an idea where you want to enter altcoins if this happens. So it's definitely very important you watch the video all the way to the end. There's a lot of drama, we'll say, going on in crypto now with Justin Sun. He cashed out about $58 million in crypto. Binance is CZ under the microscope. So we're going to cover all these stories. All right, this is a Bitcoin 2-hour chart. Earlier in group, we talked about the price action having to flip this resistance and break out of this trend line. You see the price action ran up here with this wick, got rejected. Ran up here with this wick, got rejected. With this wick, got rejected, 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 rejected. Clearly, they cannot, the bulls cannot break this downtrending line of resistance. Okay, also, you got this key level where if the bulls do not hold this level, you got the shoulder, head, shoulder, bearish idea. If this breaks to the downside, you're looking for $16,050. Then $15,700 is possible, right? Because you're building this big pattern down here where you had all these moves to the downside, right? Wouldn't be too crazy to think, hey, if you don't break out, then you just continue in the pattern until you don't, right? So we want to look at the stock market. We know that the correlation broke somewhat with so much drama right now in crypto. It's crazy. We're going to talk about it in a second, but we want to look at the stock market. I just don't think you can say it's correlated or not, but if the stock market rolls over, I don't think it's good for Bitcoin, period. This is Bitcoin CME futures. Now these are closed. These will open tomorrow night. But the bottom line is you got to flip and hold this mid-range for any type of upside. You want to see 18,000? You got to break out and hold this level. Otherwise, again, you come down here and you test 15,480. It's that simple. If man statement, let the price action tell you what to do. Right? If this level is broken, you could go here. If this level is rejected, you probably going here. Right? It's that simple. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. Endless amounts of money being made, tons of knowledge being shared. This person up $2,000 on an XRP long previously. This person, he took $3,800 in profits not too long ago before a short, then just made $7,600 in profits on a long. He made over $10,000 in two trades, trading both ways. This person, he's up 0.2 Bitcoin. So what's that? About $3,200 in a few weeks since he joined the group. Group pays for itself, no brainer. Shout out to Styles. He joined the group in a month. He turned $20,000 to $97,000 in 1 month. Banging. The bottom line is you have to trade the market both ways. You have to be in the right coins. That's all there is to it. Here it is, Black Friday discount. Everybody's been waiting for it. The cheapest membership fees ever to get into the group. The group pays for itself. It's no brainer. $200 off plus 60% off if you pay for 6 months or 12 months in crypto. The biggest savings of the year. We're going to run this through this weekend. Black Friday discount. Jump on it. If you are not making a ton of money in this market or you're losing money, let me help you. I'm going to make sure you're in the best setups, period. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. If you have any questions about joining, send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Banger after banger after banger. We find the setups. If you're struggling to make money in this market, let me help you. So I've been following this story on Twitter. Ben Armstrong, Bitboy, he's down. He's essentially found Sam Bankman-Fried's Corolla. You got an MSI laptop in the back. He's got some personal stuff in the front seat. And he's like, dude, Sam Bankman-Fried, just come out. Just let me talk to you. Like, this is your Corolla. Let me talk to you. Sam obviously used to be a billionaire, probably still driving a Corolla. But the amusing thing about this is Bitboy is the detective trying to get to the bottom of this. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of a cool story to follow. I mean, a lot of people on Twitter are giving him a bunch of hate, but hey, at the end of the day, like, wouldn't it be cool to run into Sam Bankman-Fried and just say, dude, can you just tell us the story? Can you comment on anything that happened, the complete collapse of your empire? So Brian Armstrong and Jesse P said FTX, they're an overseas exchange problem, even though Sam Bankman-Fried is an American. So he tweeted, CZ tweeted questions about Coinbase and Grayscale, and Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, said, hey, whoa, the publication you saw was incorrect, and we have Grayscale's funds, and we have our own funds, and everything's backed up. And Jesse is questioning Binance proof of reserves today, and they're going to answer it. They're going to essentially produce a Merkle tree for Binance. He views these as healthy checks. And again, you want to see these exchanges under a microscope at this point. I mean, from what we've seen from FTX, like I remember went to an Atlanta Braves game not too long ago. FTX is on the jersey of the umpires. You know, this obviously FTX's name is everywhere. And you're just thinking this completely just crumbled. So bear market will knock a lot of heads off, even more before it's over. So something is cooking. So the next drama is Justin Sun. So Poloniex, which is owned by Justin Sun, they stopped the Binance BEP20, Binance Smart Chain, network deposit function of USDT, USDC, TUSD, and BUSD stablecoins. So the withdrawal function is not going to work on November the 23rd, right? So they're not going to support any depositor withdrawals of these stablecoins from 24th of November, from 2 days ago onwards. So on Thursday, Justin Sun withdrew $50 million in BUSD from Binance and 7.4 million BSD on Aave. He deposited into BUSD on Paxos Treasury, and then he cashed it out into fiat currency. So again, the scare is, well, what's he doing with all this money? And I'll have a good idea in just a second. Multiple sources are saying that Poloniex, that Justin Sun acquired from Circle in 2019, is going to merge with Huobi. So Sun responded with the fact that Poloniex brand will continue to exist. Now, he could have taken this $58 million out and wants to use it for some of the ideas that he has to grow these two exchanges, essentially merge them into one. But again, he's saying that the Poloniex brand will still continue to exist. So much going on in this market right now. Everybody's under the microscope. So everybody's thinking on Twitter, everybody's thinking, dude, what's Justin Sun doing? Like he's against CZ. He's working against CZ. He's trying to take on BNB. And then fellow Binanceans, BNB Station came out and said, fellow Binanceans, Justin Sun announced he's going to fully support BNB chain ecosystem and BUSD. And there's a big partnership announcing soon. So apparently playing out to the idea that he's going to work with and support and partner with BNB chain. And so again, years ago when Justin Sun came out with Tron, you know, he was really close with CZ, and you saw them big people in the space. You know, Justin Sun, obviously some of his coins arguably haven't equated to what a lot of people thought they would. And however, he's made millions and millions of dollars, right? So now I want to just keep up with this and follow these ideas with you and update you guys regularly. It's like sometimes news in this market, it's just like a drama unfolding day by day, every day, something different. Back to reality, where the charts tell us what to do. Like, I don't get too caught up in that drama, but obviously with what happened to FTX, like, you don't want to dismiss it. And remember, we laid out FTX's demise and the fact that it was faltering, and we shorted FTT, and we nailed it for like 90% profits without leverage. We also nailed Luna. Luna's failure equated to huge profits, and that's when the game changes. Is when you 10 or 20x your money on the demise of Luna, while everybody else is getting completely wrecked, but you're short. And so you have to learn to trade the market both ways. This is the ES1. ES1 is S&P E-mini futures. So this is a stock market. It's up here at this resistance. It's closed right now, but you got decreasing volume on increasing price, and you're at major resistance. Unless this thing can break out, pull off a miracle move to the upside, get rejected by this resistance, and then the stock market continues to tumble. A lot of that's going to have to do with the Fed and how the core inflation comes out, CPI inflation, and how the Fed raises the rates, and that happens, 13th and 14th of December. But if this thing rolls over, I don't see how Bitcoin doesn't roll over as well, right? Because we've seen some correlation, but this thing has been bear market rally. Stock market's been bear market rally, and Bitcoin, look what Bitcoin's doing. It's just kind of, it's had this nice run up, but again, it hasn't equated to anything more than $1,000 price move out of Bitcoin, while stocks have been booming. Dollar index. And so again, this thing is at a level where it has to, you do not want to see it bounce, because if you see it bounce, you have got a possible double bottom, and this thing reversing would be bad for stocks, bad for crypto. And you look for downside stocks and crypto based on that idea. All right, this thing breaks to the downside, cryptos take off, stock market takes off. Bitcoin dominance. We've seen money flowing into the altcoins to a point, but a lot of it's been some larger cap coins moving, and that carries a lot of weight in Bitcoin dominance. And so when this is, just understand this idea, when this is trending higher, it means more money is going into Bitcoin. When it's trending lower, altcoins are easier to trade. However, you're at a point where this is at support. If you do see a bounce here, this can help you time a move out of Bitcoin. And we're looking, over the next 24, 48 hours, Sunday night, Monday morning, stock market opens, looking for a move out of Bitcoin. And this thing could come down here, oversold territory again, but this is supposed to bounce. So you're looking for some price moves out of Bitcoin based on this idea. You can't necessarily tell the direction, but you got to go back to the chart and say, hey, if Bitcoin can't hold this level and breaks the downside, 16,000 first stop. But at least this gives you the timer, right? Let me just imagine the value of knowing when to expect a move, or a high probability of a move coming based on this idea. We nail these moves all the time. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.